Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. This is another sneaky scaling video, episode number 5. Crazy, I'm already at 5 episodes and I'm not even close to done with my first session. Pretty crazy. In this clip I'm doing the Blood Pact quest and it's sped up about 300 to 400%. So I had to talk to the very first person, who was Xena, and I had to do some challenges where I had to go and kill the first person from behind, because if they shot me from the beginning, I'd be reset back. So I had to go around the sides, go kill them. I actually had to run back to my bank, go get some food and a sword, as you may have saw a little cut there. To go get that, I talked to him. I just tell him to kill them, and I got his equipment, or per se. And then I move on to, yeah, I did get his sword, or no, I did not. I instead got a bow. I killed the person, the archer, operated the winch, continued on. So, the Blood Pact kind of just teaches you about how the combat in this game works, especially evolution combat, which is nice. Kind of teach you how it works, and then you go kill the melee person. You kill the ranger, the major, and the range, the mage, and then the melee guy. And then you untie the person, free them, and that's the end of the quest. You talk to the lady at the end, Zenith, and complete the quest. It's a very short quest. It's kind of, again, to teach you about the combat of the quest, of the combat of the game. And beating the quest, I got 1 quest point, the bows and stuff, 100 of all the combat experiences. And by doing that, I got 1 attack level. I got 6 attack, 2 defense, 2 strength, and 2 range, which was awesome. I also got a level 10 combat milestone. This is the cook's assistant. It was a very easy quest. All you have to do is talk to the cook. He asks you to help him bake a pie. Or bake a cake, I should say. You have to go get some high quality milk from the Lumbridge cow pen. You have to go get an egg from the Lumbridge chicken pen. And you have to go get this high quality wheat from the wheat place by just getting it. And it's a very, very short quest, and very short. I just did it real quick, and again, these are sped up very much. And upon completion of this quest, you get 300 cooking experience, 500 coins, 20 sardines, access to the cook's range, and 2 spins, as well as 1 quest point. That put me up to level 24 cooking. So in the next few clips, I'll be getting some attack levels and then starting Demon Slayer. Actually, I'm in the middle of Demon Slayer, getting these attack levels. I've gained level 7, level 8, and level 9 attack, while in the middle of the Demon Slayer quest. So, in the next clip, we'll be showing the entirety of the quest. So the way I had to do this, since I'm using Camtasia, I'll explain that. So I'll do Demon Slayer, and then I'll be getting some thieving levels, so I can start Buyers and Sellers quest. So the way I'm doing this is I had to, between each quest, I had to render out the entire quest, because I had some of them in parts, like this quest, because I had to record a level up in between the middle of the quest. So I had to cut the quest, and it was very, very annoying and irritating. So I had to render out the quest, in which you'll see in the next clip is the entirety of the quest. You'll see it rendered out as separately as its own clip. It was very tedious to do that way. But it actually helps out because then it's less editing, pretty much. As you can see now, I'm doing the entirety of the quest. I will skip some of the fighting scenes because I had to record them in different clips. As you saw before, the attacking. So I had to skip out on some of the fighting scenes, like this scene right here. I attacked some of them and then I have to cut because of the recording of the attack. So this is sped up 300%. All the quests are sped up about 3 times, sometimes 4 times depending on the quest, but usually they're sped up 3 times. So that was so they changed Demon Slayer recently, not too recently, but a few months ago, where you have to do different things, and then you have to kill the dragon at the end, and it's kind of weird. It's more mechanics. So you have to go through 3 spirits: the spirit of mind, spirit of faith, and spirit of strength or something, or maybe attack or something, and now you go through this tunnel. So you had to do all the 3 challenges. Then you go into a tunnel, and you have to defeat the monks. So right here I got level 2 strength, I had to quickly cut it and put it in a separate clip. Or maybe I didn't do that. I don't think I actually ended up doing that. It's very irritating. Oh, I might have cut off some of my display when editing this. I didn't even notice that. But some of the chops cut off, and I can't repair it at this point. I didn't notice that. Anyway, sorry about that. So you stay in this little bubble while killing the demon, and if you don't stay in the bubble, then he'll hit you for like 90% of your health all at once. He can kill a level. You can kill a max level in a couple hits. It's pretty crazy. So there's some mechanics to this, which makes it more fun, but it's not like the original. The original was way better, in my opinion. Upon the death of this guy, turn on the quest. You get 3 quest points, Silverlight, 3 combat XP lamps, 100 XP apiece, and then you get 2 spins on the Squeal of Fortune. The 3 combat experience lamps got me level 14 Constitution, which is in this clip here. I used all 3 of them on Constitution since that was the best one out of all of them. But as you saw though, that cut right there was about a 10-15 minute cut because I had to edit the video, render it, and then render the quest, and then record the next clip. So it was because I can't record and render at the same time. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. So here I was starting the quest buyers and sellers. They told me I need level 5 thieving. I'm like, okay, that's pretty easy since this gives 8 experience apiece. I'll get from level 2 or level 1 to level 5 thieving real quickly right here by just pickpocketing this thing. Since I'm getting 8 experience apiece, it's pretty quick. So continue on and get level 8 or 5 thieving, and then I get level 13 fire making while completing the buyers and sellers quest, which you'll see the 13 fire making before. You'll see the 13 fire making next, and then the buyers and sellers quest, sped up 3 times at 300%. Here's the fire making. There we go. Level 13 fire making. And now here comes the buyers and sellers quest. So, here we go. Spit up 3 times. Talk to the guy in the very beginning. And he tells you need to get a chalice. Pretty much. You need to... Or... I believe it's the chalice. I'm not sure. I think so. You have to go through all of this stuff to go get the chalice. You have to learn how to pickpocket to go get the chalice. So, after some... craziness, I was able to, just a minute, when it moves on, I pickpocket that thing for a long time because, see, you see there that cut, I got level 5 thieving, and then I continued on, and continuing on, I talked to the guild master. He told me to come to the side and of Lumbridge Castle, talk to him, then go south and create fires outside of this guy's house. Father Uriti, I believe is his name. Create fires outside of his house to create a diversion. And then I kept running back and forth, so I was so confused. I ended up remembering, because I did it before. Create the fires on the outside of his house. And then you, after creating many fires, you talk to him and tell him, hey, you have a fire outside your house. I cut a lot of that because it was so tedious. I eventually got the chalice and used on the guy to finish the quest up, and got 1 quest point, Thieves Guild Literature, access to the expanded Thieves Guild to obtain hanky points, and 2 spins on the Squeal of Fortune. I'm now at 7 quest points. In the next clip, I use my logs, get 14 fire making, and then I get from level 5 to level 11 thieving by using these literature things and then going down and collecting my hanky points. You saw there, the Camtasia thing popped up real quick because I set it up to render out the videos while I was recording this clip. So here's what I use my literature and get level 6, get level from level 5 to level 8 thieving by using my 3 things, which gets me from level 5 to level 8 thieving. I then go inside the guild, get level 9, 10, and 11 thieving from inside by getting my hanky points, which I show in the next clip. I pickpocket this guy many times, many times, to get my hanky point max. I think it was like 24 or 40 or something. I don't remember exactly, but it was somewhere a lower number than it could be. But what I loved about being such a low level, well, the only benefit was that it went up every time I leveled up, which was cool to see. So here I'm getting actually level 8 Slayer because I got a lamp on the Wheel of Fortune. I logged out real quick to reset my daily spin. Speaking of which, it's time to do that. So if I log in soon to do my Wheel of Fortune spins and get my new challenge. I may not have enough clips for episode 6, so I may have to record some. Here I'm doing Gunner's Ground. In Gunner's Ground, I had to talk to the dwarf. I had to make him a nice ring to give to this girl that he wanted to, this barbarian he wanted to love. And it was very, very tedious running back and forth so much, so I just kind of cut a lot out here. But I talked to the girl, talked to the girlfriend, and her name is Gudin, I believe. So I talked to her, ran back and forth between the dwarf and the girlfriend. Then I talked to the dad, and I told him about the situation, and he disagreed with the whole thing, as per usual. He said it was up to the girl, pretty much. So I talked to the girl, went through this very, very tedious and obnoxious poetry thing with the dwarf, where I ended up having to, like, I didn't Google anything, but I did have to cut because it was very tedious. I had to try to really pay attention. So here's where we're spying. He's not a very good spy, and they deem it safe to be in a relationship. And that's the end of the quest, where the dwarf gives me a reward for getting them together. 5 quest points, 300 crafting experience, an antique lamp, swanky boots, and 2 Wheel of Fortune spins. I also, from that, I got 17 crafting, which was very awesome. Now for the overview. I got 1 cooking level, 1 crafting level, 1 defense level, 1 hit points level, 1 range level, 1 slayer level, 1 strength level, 2 fire making levels, 4 attack levels, 10 thieving levels, and I did 5 quests. Just this one episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.